With you, boy. You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. A minute, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth, this shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
All right. Most high hand. Woo. All right, here we go. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, thumb to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal, a thumb by Hashem, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. We got Tuesday night brotherhood class. We about to rock it out. First and foremost, we got my brother, you know what I mean, Officer Rock, Las Vegas. Let's get it in. All right. So, title of the day, we're going to be talking about following lost sheep. Couple of topics or up-to-date topics of things that's been going on in the world today. As we get closer and closer to our King's return, you know what I'm saying? We gotta, we have to openly expose all the details of things that are hindering our people as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and putting us in a stage of manipulation. I mean, it's ISUPK's job of out the truth, and part of that truth is exposing the things that have been deteriorating our people. You know what I'm saying? So what we want to do is talk about following lost sheep. You know what I mean? Because in this day and age, you would think that being amongst the in crowd is the good thing. You know what I mean? Being amongst people who are all doing the same thing, all dancing to the same tune is a good thing. But that's an easy way to be misled. Following others, following people who are not on the right path, following the majority. Because the majority, if a lot of people are doing it, if the majority of the people in the world are doing something, it's something wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely something wrong with that. Because it's a wicked world we're living in. So if everybody can touch bases with you and agree with what you're into and what you're doing in this wicked world, then obviously you must have a wicked mind and a wicked spirit and a wicked lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So if you are doing things that are of the norm, if you're doing things that are, how can I say, popular demand, then you're obviously living a wicked lifestyle, because we are under a wicked world right now. So we want to get into some of the things that people do and some of the consequences that people have to deal with following the in crowd. I mean, everything looks glamorous and everything looks beautiful from hindsight. But when you look deep down within the core of what's really going on, you see the wickedness that controls that machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, for one thing, what was we talking about? You was talking about what was it? You want to start off with the Diddy thing, or you want to go to the assassination attempt?
We can start off with the Diddy thing for sure.
Okay, so that's one thing. Trying to be in like the in crowd of what we see as success on television, what we see as entertainment, what we see as the what's the word I'm looking for? What society will show you is paradise, right? The life of a celebrity, being known to everyone, being filled with riches, having power. You know what I mean? Like, you would think that it was something that was the goal to do before you found this truth, or if you know anything about this truth, you would think that that was the goal to go to, being a celebrity, being famous, being being amongst the singers and the stars. You know what I'm saying? You would think that that is the way to live, and now we're starting to see, and the Lord is starting to expose the wickedness that's behind everything. The Lord is starting to expose the traumatic experiences and the nastiness that goes on behind closed doors when the cameras are off. You know what I mean? It looks all good when the lights and cameras are on and people are all dressed up and the makeup's on and you know what I mean? People are in their best suits and in their high quality vehicles and high quality houses, and everything looks good, but you don't see what's going on with the demon that's running the machine. You know what I'm saying? With the wickedness that's running the machine. Now we're starting to see people starting to come out and expose that particular lifestyle of being a celebrity, being one of the 1%ers. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to riches and wealth. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get into what was it? Iraq, you know more of the story than I do.
Salaki, give me 1 second, Salaki.
I got you, no trip. All right, so pretty much you seeing the story that's going on with Diddy now. I mean, Diddy's not the only one. You see brothers and sisters dying in terrible ways, like Whitney Houston. You know what I mean? Whitney Houston's daughter, Michael Jackson. People who had all the wealth, all the riches, all of the fame, and yet their reputations were slandered. You know what I mean? Michael was known as a child ASS. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
or is it ASS or SSA?
AS.
AS. Okay.
SA. I'm sorry. SA.
SA.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was known as a child SA. Whitney Houston was known as a crackhead. Who else? James Brown, a woman abuser and a drug user. You know what I mean? Even Ray Charles. You know what I'm saying? like
Right.
all the even the ones that you see that are still living. R. Kelly. You know what I mean? Puff Daddy. Like everybody's name is being thrown under the bus and being exposed for the things that they've done behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that, okay, this person has all the riches, has all the fame, and you would think that they just, you know what I mean, would have regular lifestyles. They would have the goal lifestyle, the lifestyle that is a goal to partake. But turns out that these brothers and sisters lived wickedly, had to do wicked things in order to get their fame, had to, you know what I mean, be exposed for their wickedness, and pretty much died or have to live the rest of their lives out broke or dead or in jail. You know what I mean? No different from living in the ghettos. So the outcome of the situation is our people end up in the same places, broke, dead, or in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like it all steers to the same thing. So you think that being a celebrity is the go-to, and it's not. You know what I mean? But people do immoral things in order to become like those people that they see on television. People will give their bodies to whoever, give their spirit to whoever. You know what I mean? Give their most give their morality just to be a part of the in crowd. You know what I mean? And they're doing things, and they're experiencing things that is not more. It's not moral to them. You know what I mean? But they're willing to do it just to be a part of the crowd. And now we see you're following a trend that's just going to lead you into destruction. There is no positive outcome that comes out of this lifestyle. Brother Rock is busy right now, so we was waiting for that. Whatever was going on, which was, I guess, somebody's coming out talking about they were 13 and they were essayed by Diddy and 3 other celebrities. I don't really have too much detail on it, but that's from what I know. And this is not something that is new. This is not a new story. You know what I mean? There's a lot of demonic things that happen behind closed doors when it comes to those people and those lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to fit in, to be able to be a part of the in crowd, you have to be a person that can sustain that lifestyle and also be able to keep the secrets of everybody else's. You know what I mean? So it's not something, how can I say? It's not something that should be looked up to. It's not something that should be glorified, because at the end of the day, these people are just as wicked. What's the scripture with? Christ is talking about the rich man. Let me see.
Slovakia.
Thanks a lot. I'm about to read Matthews 19 and 30.
Matthews 19 and 30?
Yeah, I got it, though.
Okay.
So Matthews 19 and 30, it says, "But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first." So this is pretty much getting into the ones who are first now and the ones who are like majority of our people, we're stuck in the projects, we're stuck in poverty, we're stuck on the bottom of the foots of our oppressors, right? So the ones who are fitting in, they're not going to be received in the same title as they were in the kingdom. as they are now, they're not going to be rich in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be wealthy in the kingdom. They sat back, collected all these riches, collected all of these this fortune, and allowed their people to still struggle in the ghetto, allow their people to still be manipulated by our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be the high class. It's the ones that are last, that are always chosen last, the ones who receive what's the word I'm looking for? What do they send to Ukraine? What's the word I'm looking for?
Aid.
Aid, yeah, the ones that get aid last, the ones who get all these different substances last from our oppressors who are obviously over us. You know what I mean? Which is Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're going to be the ones who get everything first when it comes to the kingdom that's coming. You know what I mean? And right when you see that with everything that's going on with these wars and everything like that, you see destruction. You see people chill going down these celebrities and politicians' spines because they see that this nation it's got a scare coming to them. To them it's just a scare. We know what's actually coming, but to them it's just a scare. Like, okay, maybe it's not as strong as we thought it was. You know what I mean? Maybe we're not as sustainable as we thought we were. You know what I mean? Because 20 years ago, you would think that nobody could ever touch America. Nobody could ever threaten America. But now you see all these new threats. You see all these new signs of war that's coming to pass. Now it's to the point where we are already out there. You know what I'm saying? But back to the point, the money's not going to be the thing that saves you. I don't want to base the whole class on just fortune and people with money and stuff like that. But just that's what our people are dedicating their mindsets when it comes to the goal lifestyle. They want the money, they want the cars, they want all of the things that mean absolutely nothing and can be taken from just like that. I mean, they set their minds and their hearts on those things, but those things mean absolutely nothing. And they'll mean absolutely nothing once you start to see the bombs start to drop, once you start to see troopers starting to hit the shores of America. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to mean nothing. Those nice cars are not going to be your protection. Those nice cars are not going to be your salvation. But the thing about it is the salvation that you really need is being in this body, following the law, statutes, and commandments. Because that's the only thing that's going to help you when it comes to, you know what I mean, the things that are coming to pass. Because we know it's coming to pass. You got anything, Rob?
Nah, man. You pretty much said it all right there.
Yeah, my bad.
I'll add this in though, because like to your point that our people are basically being raised up to follow after these celebrities and to chase after money when just like what you said, it means absolutely nothing because again, like you said, once those bombs start dropping off, going off. You're not going to be able to buy your way out of that hellfire. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to buy your way out of of the Lord's wrath. Is what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Because like we got to get out of the mindset for one that these nuclear bombs are actually for it's for these governments, for these countries to defend themselves and this, that, and the other. You understand? These bombs were created. The Most High allowed that to happen just so that he can use it against the people that created them in the first place. You get what I mean? And the only way that you can get away from that, avoid being a part of that punishment, is if you come back into this fold, you come into the Isupk under Commander General Yohana, and you get yourself right with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But no, you pretty much covered everything, man.
So I try to hold that point of the whole situation that I don't really know too much detail with the thing that's going on with the new person who came out about D. But I try to hold.
Oh yeah. Point. So I didn't get too much information on it, but right now because they're kind of, at least the articles that I've been reading, it seems like they're very, very hush hush with disclosing a lot of the names. But what the article I was reading was back in, I think it was in 2000 or 2004 or something, early 2000s. This girl was 13 years old, and she's coming forward with all these, all this P. Diddy, what would you call it? Freak off consequences, I guess. Right. Well, this girl, when she was 13, she came forward and started to say, she's saying that P. Diddy and two other big time celebrities had raped her after an award show. You understand what I'm saying? And like, the thing is, with everything that you've been saying is just so right about how we shouldn't be following after these celebrities, and that these celebrities are just going to lead us into, they're going to lead us to our death and destruction. But look at what they're doing in the meantime as well. You understand? These celebrities don't, they're not caring about, they don't care about our women, our sisters. You understand? Our mothers. You understand? Right. You get what I'm saying? Our daughters, because they're taking advantage of our daughters just the same. And quite frankly, with what's going on with P. Diddy, it's not even just your daughters; it's your sons too. Right. You get it? You get what I'm saying? They're drugging people up and then taking advantage of them. You understand? And this is the lifestyle of a celebrity. You get what I'm saying? And who was it that came forward? I think it was last week. Was talking about how that everybody in Hollywood, everybody in the entertainment industry, they all get touched. You understand? So in other words, America has gotten us so focused on these doggone celebrities. So then that way, as a child, you're already being risen up to be a wicked bastard. You understand? You are being risen up, deserving death and destruction. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that was pretty much, I didn't have too much information on that allegation, because they didn't even release the girl's name, let alone the other two celebrities. I just know that it was after an award show, and at the time she was 13 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen something where there was this woman that she made these allegations about Diddy killing Biggie, and he did like some crazy kidnap essay type. You know what I mean? Like just assaulted the woman like completely. Like, I mean, she's barely coming out with it, so it's kind of like it's hard to believe. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They're barely coming out with accusations like that in such a time period where all these different stories is coming out. So it's kind of hard to believe it, but it's just something I heard. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying it's true, but at the end of the day, if it's not like right. The reason, that's exactly what I'm about to say. The reason why these things are being brought up in general is because we've always known celebrities and people of high statures to be wicked bastards. We just don't acknowledge it because they're living a better lifestyle than us. You know what I mean? We've always seen the thing right in front of us. It's not like the R. Kelly tape didn't exist decades ago. You know what I'm saying? We always knew that celebrities had some type of deviancy to them, but we just never acknowledged it because of their lifestyles being on top of ours. You know what I'm saying? So it was nothing to acknowledge. It was just kind of something that was just thrown under the rug. But you're starting to see the consequences of what it takes to be in that lifestyle. And people are, you know what I mean? Their spirits are leaving that hypnosis of wanting of desiring that lifestyle. Because it's like, damn, you telling me I got to get fondled with in order just to be in that crowd? You telling me in order to be noticed? Because when you think about it, Sexy Red's not the best rapper. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like all these different artists that are being praised and acknowledged right now are not really even that good. So what brings them into that way of being noticed by everyone, being their music being played around the world? Like what puts them in that status? And either you're being destroyed or you're causing destruction for the people. You got to have it either way. You know what I'm saying? It can't be no uplifting and generating sustainable lifestyles of people at home. You got to either be down with the what's it called? Down with the I'll just say down with the machine. Either you're gonna be down with the machine, or you just going, or you just gonna be one of those underground people that no one knows about, pretty much, because they're not. This is the problem with us as a people in general. We can't ever come together as a people. You know what I mean? Because our people have always allowed Esau or the white man to infiltrate it. So it's the Black Panthers. What happened with them? They were infiltrated.
They got infiltrated.
They got right up in there. You know what I mean? What else? What else?
Hell, even the Muslims. What's his name? Farrakhan and all them.
Right. They said that Farrakhan them said that Muhammad was a white man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just to think about that, like, you're trying to set a black standard under the authority of a white person. You know what I'm saying? Under the structure of a white man. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But our people always allow Esau to infiltrate us, whether if it's in secret or whether it's right there in front of us. Like, the Jewish man runs hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Amalek runs hip hop. I don't even like to call them Jewish. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
They infiltrated hip hop. So now all you hear about is a black man killing a black man, black women out there selling their bodies for trips and bags and for the lowest portion of anything. You know why? Because they want black people to be unalived. They want black women to give their bodies up for the lowest price, because they're going to be the ones who's throwing the money at you, taking advantage of you. They're going to be the ones dropping guns and drugs off in your neighborhoods, taking advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. So us as a people have never set up any type of organization that wasn't taken over by Esau, other than the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. We would never allow Esau to come in, and you know what I mean? Like, I can trust Iraq not to allow a white man to manipulate them, and you know what I mean? Oh yeah, well, give us the secrets and give us the ins and out and do this and do that, and it's not going to happen. You know why? Right. Because we're under the authority of God. We under the laws and structure of God. Iraq can't sit there and tell me to sell drugs to my brother and I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Oh well, we might come up if we sell this drug, or if we sell these guns, or you can't tell me none of that stuff, because under the law we don't live like that. You know what I'm saying? We live we don't live the way that Esau wants to live. Matter of fact, let me get that.
And while you're picking that, while you're getting that, because in the ISBK, the precinct officers of under Commander General Yohana and the captains, like in the generals, we're not persuaded by money. You understand? And that's one of the biggest issues that our people are afflicted with, is the fact that we see somebody who has money, and then immediately we go to, oh, God must be with him. God must love him. We associate finances with God's love, where, it's nowhere in the Bible that where it says that if God loves you, it'll be expressed through blessing your bank account, blessing your wallet. You know what I'm saying? But you actually know what the Bible does say, what the Most High does say, that if he loves you, he's going to whip that ass. But no, he will chastise you. You understand? So it's the complete opposite, you understand, of what our people think, how God expresses his love towards us. You understand? Salaki, did you have that already?
No, that's a pure fact. What you just said right now is Christianity 101. They have literally made God into a transaction. You know what I mean? give me something and he's going to give you more. Like, it's crazy. Like, they literally turn a whole subjective book that is specifically for the guidance and direction and for the history and pioneers of the Israelites, and they manipulated it and turned it into something that, okay, God is going to love you as long as you're paying me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Because the goal is to be wealthy within your money and riches and cars and houses, and you know what I'm saying? Because that's the goal, it's easy for you to be manipulated in that type of manner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The gift is full at the heart. You thinking that you having things is what makes you more holier than thou, but it's just going to make you more wicked. It's just going to make you more, how can I say, docile to your people. It's going to make you not care about anything, because all you're worried about is yourself and losing what you got. You're not going to be worried about helping your fellow brothers and sisters. That's why people are so anxious and so busy trying to get this degree and get out there. I'm not saying that learning things and being a help to your people is wrong, but what I'm saying is your whole mind focus helping just so you can have a certain amount in your bank account is kind of taken away from the purpose of your life. You know what I'm saying? It's taken away from the purpose of your life. You should be wanting to be a how can I say, a vessel to your people. You should be wanting to be something helpful to your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a nurse because they make this amount. Be a nurse because if anything was to happen to you and yours, you would have some insight on how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to be in construction or welding or, you know what I mean, in greenery or anything like that in order just to be because they get this salary a month, or I can work over here and I can work over here and I can get this amount. Do it because you want to learn how to build houses for your people around you. You know what I'm saying? Well, you want to learn how to wire up electricity just in case something happens with your people's crib or your crib, and you have the knowledge, you know what I mean, to be able to help that person. You doing it because of this is the amount that you might be able to make. But that's not going to mean anything once ish hits the fan. You know what I mean? We was just talking about how, you know what I mean, troopers are being sent to where is it at? US
America, Germany, and I think France. Maybe it was just America and France, but they've been sending troops into to Israel to help them fight against who are they fighting again?
Iran and
Hezbollah or something like that.
Is it Hamas? Hamas?
Yeah, but there was another name that's even longer. But I know America for sure. Like, they sent in 100 troops to operate this. It's like an anti-missile vehicle type ordeal, and then I believe it's France that's also been sending boots into Israel. So they're getting involved, and then on top of that, there was a whistleblower that revealed on the 15th or the 16th of this month. They revealed that Israel was planning on attacking Iran, which, I mean, for anyone that's actually been paying attention, that these so-called Christians who claim to know the Bible, they should know that Israel getting involved and America getting involved and all these other countries getting involved in the Middle East, all that spells is WW and a 3. You understand that third world war is on the way. You understand? The stage is literally being set. We just need the damn, the actors to get up on stage for them bombs to set off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all unfolding in front of us.
Damn, this is World 3. It's not even something that is potentially going to happen. It's happening.
Right.
Like, it's happening right now. Like,
and we've been, the ISUPK has been, Salaki.
No, you go ahead. I was just gonna say we probably can't hear the gunshots and the missiles, but it's happening right now as we speak. We probably too far to hear it, but it's happening.
No, right. But, you know, and we've been since 1969, Commander General Yohana and the men underneath him have been warning us, have been warning everyone that this is about to happen. Commander General Yohana damn near wrote a play-by-play of how the stage is going to be set so that you would, you know, so that even Ray Charles himself can see it. You understand? Right. Even he will be able to see it plain as day. You get what I'm saying? And here we are. You understand? And it is high time for our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They need to realize that they need to let go of all that, you know, celebrity love and that desire for money. You understand? Now is high time for our people to wake up out of this, you know, out of our sleep and get right with the Most High God. Or else, I mean, hey, unless you prefer the heat, then I guess you're doing what you're supposed to be doing then. But, you know, otherwise, you know, our people need to get ourselves right.
It's crazy because I see Captain Tazaria, you know what I mean, and how he's working, how he's going from different platform to platform, and all these people listening to what he's saying, and it always leads into the same reaction when it comes to when he's talking about helping brothers not killing each other. Brothers not Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans getting together. He's sending out this message, and what throws people off when they start to say, oh, well, all of this thing that he's saying as far as when it comes to love between Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, only subjective to each other, people call it hate because we're excluding the white man. You know what I'm saying? It always leads into that situation. Well, you guys are crazy. You guys are preaching hate only because we don't allow white people as not even something that can be over us, but something that it could even be equal to us. They feel like they should be over it. You know what I mean? They feel as if we're being no different than the KKK because we are excluding white people out of our plans of success. And people will literally throw themselves out of something that is so great and powerful. People will sit there and listen about everything we said about World War III, about who's going to start it off, about how it's going to happen and how it's going to end. And they'll see all the dots being connected, but their spirit will literally leave from the information being given and the truth being given only because their hearts are with their father, which is the white man, which is Esau. You know what I mean? And once you exclude them, they can't see a world without him because he's the one that's technically feeding them. He's the one who's giving them shelter. He's the one that's giving them a sustainable lifestyle. So they can't imagine living a world without him. So when they hear when they hear us say that God doesn't love the white man, they'll look at it like, oh yeah, well they're teaching hate. They're using God to teach hate. God doesn't hate. God is God. That's using the Bible to create division and things of that nature. Like you don't know the scriptures. You know what I mean? But you even have that mindset. Christ literally said himself he came to bring division. You know what I mean? So how can you sit there and say that God is this and God is that and God's not this and God is not that? Everything we say has a precept to it of God saying it. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing that they can push when it comes to their white master that they can say, oh yeah, well God loves everybody. Okay, show that in the Bible. Show me one scripture. Oh, God doesn't hate. Okay, show me that in the Bible. Show me one scripture. I mean, show me one scripture. But we can show you all these different scriptures of God saying this and God saying that, but you'll ultimately push it away because the Bible means nothing to you. The scriptures mean nothing to you. God means nothing to you. What really is your God is the white man. So I'm going to read Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2 real quick. It says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. So the Lord is telling you himself don't learn his ways. Don't follow him. You know what I mean? Don't be an aspect to his culture. Don't be something that is how can I say, a vine to the root of his tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a root to his tree. Like, don't bring him life because of your ignorance. Like, you gotta love your own people, and that's what our people have a problem with, because of all the traumas we've faced, and because of all the brainwashing we've had growing up, and the things that we've seen in this wicked world. We can't let go of that spirit. We can't let go of the spirit of America. We feel like without America, there is no life without it. You know what I'm saying? So, did you have something on that, Rock?
Nah, man, you killing it, man. You covering everything.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to leave something for you, but but I mean, I got but that's just going on that topic of, I mean, like, just being aware of the signs. Why would you want to follow? Why would you want to be a 304 right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how you know they have literally numbed all of our people's brains. Why would you even want to be a 304 right now? Wouldn't you think, if you had any type of knowledge about what warfare is, you know what I mean? If you had any type of knowledge on what happens in wars or what are the spoils of war, you would think that you would want a man in the house, not a trick, not a beta male. You would want an alpha male who's willing to protect you and his children in the home. But you absolutely have been so numb to the America's police and America's armies that you feel like they're really going to be the ones to protect you when ish hits the fan. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what the spoils of war is? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what soldiers do to women when their husbands have been unalived in war? You know what I mean? Right. When the battle is over, you know what he does to them? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever watched that movie Fury when they took over that town, and then, you know what I mean, the women pretty much already knew what was up? Like, it was just like, all right, well, yeah, we already know. Like, wouldn't you think that you would want some type of protection in your home? But it's like the mindset of, oh yeah, dudes ain't this, dudes ain't that. Oh, I don't need a man, and whoop de whoop whoop. Well, you obviously don't know what war is, and you obviously have been spoiled by America, because you obviously feel like, regardless of whatever it is, the police gonna protect you. Regardless of whatever the situation is, America's gonna protect you. So you really gonna be like, the way that your eyes are going to open when all this ish hits the fan, and you are sitting back alone with no protection, and you become a spoil of war. It's just like, you're gonna think about it like, man, I was stupid. I was dumb. All this fake hair, all this fake glamour, this makeup, this whorish like mentality, this whorish lifestyle, this going out and laying with whoever and whoever got status, and just, you know what I mean? Like, all these different connecting the dots of being just a strictly straight 304. Now you alone when it comes to having protection when the war sets. Now you have no protection. You know what I mean? It's crazy, because the sisters that have endured and sustained being a righteous wife in this school, they get to reap the benefits when all else hits the fan. Because not only do they have a alpha male to protect them, they have an alpha male with an army of alpha males to protect them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no beta males in the ISUPK. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's no cowards, it's no beta males. So they get to reap the benefits of just being a righteous woman. You know what I'm saying? When all of it hits the fan, and trust and believe, you know what I mean? Right, you got some experience when it comes to being out there at war. You know what I mean? So you know what the lifestyle could lead up to. You have an insight of what it can lead up to. You know what I mean? So here, with people that don't people in America, people who are living the modern day lifestyle, they don't see what it could pertainly come to when it comes to fighting for the fight that comes with what you want. You know what I mean? America's willing to unalive for oil. America's willing to unalive for status. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they don't understand there's other people in the world who's willing to do that too. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's other people that's willing to unalive in order to get on top. And now that they see a weakness in this place, they're gonna do whatever they can do to get over here and show exactly who is running this modern day world. You got something?
Nah, man. I mean, again, man, you killing it because like, like that's the thing. Like, a lot of people really don't realize just how. Really, the only word that I feel like would fit is just how diabolical war really can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, right. It's not something, you know, nice. It's not, hell, it's not even for, you know, the faint of heart. And to what you were saying earlier, you understand, like how the ISUPK has no beta males and, you know, we're filled with alpha males. You know, sure, there are people, you know, there are men, you know, beta male men that have been in wars, but those are the ones who don't even come back in the first place. You understand? Like, to your point on how, you know, women should desire that. You understand? Women shouldn't be, you know, desiring to be independent and do all these things by themselves when in reality they're not even independent and they're not even doing it themselves in the first place. You understand? Right. But you know what I'm saying? So, but back to, you know, like the whole just people really just don't understand like what is literally, you know, right around the corner. You know what I mean? And quite frankly, it's gonna be here in America. And I fear from my people that a lot of them will not realize until it's too late the doggone adjustments that they have to make, so that way, you know, they potentially could survive. You know what I'm saying? But you pretty much, like I said, you pretty much been hitting it all night, man. Oh, wow.
God. Now, going into the topic also about like 304s, I'm like, I mean, the like I said, chasing that American dream, that's what the word I was looking for, the American dream. Chasing that American dream and trying to be sustainable when it comes to finances and stuff like that. Women are literally creating, like they're in the business of recording themselves in their sexual acts and posting them on OnlyFans and, you know what I mean, selling them to the public. That's like the normal thing now. Everybody wants to become a porn star. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's a normal thing now. Like majority of the women who have some type of look to them, or even the ones without a look to them, have a link in their bio. You know what I'm saying? And it's now it's going to feel like the Lord is not going to allow all this wickedness to go on without exposing the consequences that comes with it. Now you think that it's okay to do a 304 online, a virtual 304, which is pretty much what you are. You're a virtual slut. You know what I'm saying? So you think that this is fine. Now, the people that you see that are making big business in the OnlyFans thing are spreading around herpes. You know what I mean? And other diseases and stuff of that nature. You know what I mean? That's the new thing going around. Majority of these people who are making a well income, different content with big content creators and stuff like that, they're spreading around herpes. You know what I mean? So it's like you see what that mindset and what that lifestyle leads you into. There's nothing productive that comes out of it. You're literally giving your soul for a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? You're giving things that you're giving up things that you can't walk away from. You know what I mean? For a couple of dollars. And money, it does not last. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't last. Yeah, you probably are living a fine life for that year or the next year or a couple of years to come. But at the end of the day, life is going to knock right at your front door. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to open. So it's like, what is the point and the choice of all this? Like, if everything that you're doing has a negative result to it, it's insane to want to chase that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like it's like I can't even say it's being done in silence. Like I was gonna give the analogy of an anchorfish, but this is not even something that's hiding from you. This is something like you're chasing after something that you know is going to lead you into a path of destruction. You're just doing it because everybody else is doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're just following it because everybody else is following it. Like it's not like you don't know that people are getting OnlyFans links and spreading herpes. Like that's a public thing. It's not a secret. It's not like you don't know that people are becoming celebrities and being essayed or you know what I mean, having to give their sexuality up, you know what I mean, just to be able to get a deal with this person or you know what I mean, getting the room to be able to speak with this person. They're having to literally give themselves up. You know what I mean? There's no positive outcome that comes to these type of lifestyles. So why chase it? Why not chase the thing that might be a little bit hard to sustain, but at the end of the day, it comes out with positive results? Why not do that? Why does it come so far-fetched when we tell people to follow the law, statutes, and commandments? You know what I mean? Is it that wicked for me to tell you to stop smoking weed? Because you know the outcome of what comes with smoking weed, right? Are they talking about like it's creating a brain cancer now?
Oh
it's
yeah,
like high rate cancer for
it's actually all head cancers in general. So it could be you know anything oral, your nose, like weed. They're starting to see that marijuana increases. I think it's almost doubles your risk at getting head cancers. Right.
And it puts you to like it puts you in a position where you want to do other stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to do other things that make you feel good.
Right. And if I could, you know, that's part of the, you know, one of the biggest problems is that America has us just so in love and drunk with pleasure. You understand? That's the only thing that we're worried about. And in reality, that's what it comes down to with why people are so caught up in doing OnlyFans, aside from just the financial aspect. You know what I'm saying? It's also because of the fact that they're just so in love with the pleasure. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I mean, just think about it. To what you just said. Not only so, first of all, they're sleeping with each other on camera, but you really think they're doing that sober minded? You get what I'm saying? Like these people are doing drugs and stuff like that before, possibly even during and after. You understand? To help them get in that zone to do that in the first place. I'm sorry, you ain't gonna tell me that somebody is just going to, sober mindedly, accept herpes into their life.
Right.
But that's crazy, Salaki. But with everybody so in love with pleasure, that's destroying us, and we got to come back, to this Bible. And if I could, real quick, I just want to read this verse in Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13, which reads, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." You understand? So your duty of man, the point of our lives is not to live in pleasure. Of course, the Most High wants us to be able to enjoy ourselves and whatnot, as long as we're obedient. But America has us bamboozled into thinking that, life is all about, just feeling good all the time, having as much sex as we can, smoking up as much weed as possible and whatever other drugs and whatnot. When all of those things, man, you're gonna end up with herpesiphagonolades. You're gonna end up with doggone cancer in your head. You get these are pleasure. Too much of anything will kill you. You understand? And quite frankly, that includes pleasure. You understand? Pleasure will kill you. Y'all see it, man. They recording themselves, killing themselves, so like unaliving themselves. You understand? Herpes is only just the start. Somebody else is, and watch, somebody else on OnlyFans is gonna end up getting the whole herpes vagina. You understand?
Right.
Not only are they gonna have herpes, they're gonna have syphilis, gonorrhea, and AIDS. You understand what I'm saying? And of course, while they're doing that, while they're contracting that, they sitting there getting high. They gotta be they have to indulge in as much pleasure as possible. You understand? Right. And that's that drunkenness is, you're gonna have to pay for that. Like you said, there's consequences to that. You understand? And that's all I had. Salaki.
Most sides, right? Because that's a heavy point too. Like that's something that completely like flew over my head too. Is like they're getting into it not just for the money, the fame, but they're getting into it also for the pleasure. And the pleasure is like one of the main key things too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the main key thing because you want to be a celebrity so you can get all the women, so you can get your share of what you want. It's all those things that come with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the desire for pleasure. Like that's a heavy point. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. I'm gonna read Matthew 7 and 13 through 14 real quick. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." So just going into the broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Like, what is broad? Like, let me go to the Merriam-Webster dictionary of what broad is, and it says wide, spacious, obvious, large in range or amount. So large in range or amount, just following that large amount of people who are trying to live a wicked lifestyle, those lost sheep. You know what I mean? It's the most popular thing should be the most thing that you should be afraid of. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to being in this world. That the most popular thing is just the thing that you should steer away from. If everybody's doing it, maybe you should probably think twice what you do. You know what I mean? Majority of everybody is smoking weed. Majority of everybody is smoking crack or doing coke or just being 304. So, you know what I mean? That's the norm. That's the way of living. People are the majority of people are living in their pleasures. You want to live in the straight. You want to live straight. You want to be on that straight road to success, and that only straight road that leads to life is following the law, statutes, and commandments. And if you follow the law, statutes, and commandments, you're not being a 304. You're not being a weed head. You're not being a crackhead. You're not being a person that causes harm to their fellow brothers or sisters. You know what I'm saying? Because the law is brotherly. You know what I'm saying? So that is the way that you want to live your life in a straight path that you only see few following. You know what I mean? But the outcome is all positive. You know what I'm saying? The outcome is a positive result. So many people have issues with us having I can't even say the belief. Us following the Bible when it comes to having multiple wives. But at the end of the day, have you spoken to any of these brothers' wives? You know what I'm saying? Like you see happy faces, happy homes, the happy children. You know what I'm saying? Like the outcome of the situation is positive. You think of it as a negative thing because of your own understanding, but you're not looking into detail of the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Right. You look into these brothers who's teaching these fake camps and these fake doctrines that's teaching, oh yeah, a man is only supposed to have one wife. You got sisters posting lives talking about how they husbands getting prostitutes and you know what I mean? Like now they're getting divorced and now the woman is with another man and it's just a whole bunch of the outcome of it. Just look at the outcome of it. Not saying that every marriage ends like that when it comes to having one wife, but we're just saying when you set your foot and try to put a doctrine on somebody that for your whole nation, you try to put that doctrine on your whole nation, that's something that God did not ordain. You got to look at what the outcome of that situation is, and it doesn't end right. Look at the outcome of IUIC learning Hamites. What happened to Joy Morton? You know what I'm saying? Like, just look at the outcome. Look at the details of things that happen. Because at the end of the day, guarantee you, this is a prophecy right here. ISUPK's brotherhood is what's going to make us be the last standing. Point blank.
Right.
Because of our brotherhood and the way that we treat our brothers and the way that we are willing to help each other, the way that we are willing to die for each other, we are going to be the last one standing. Right. I'm not going to seek after my brother's wife. I'm not going to seek after the goods that my brother has. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mindset is stuck on my brother. My brother has if my brother has a rig, oh, I'm proud of that brother. You know what I'm saying? That brother's happy. If my brother has a nice house, I'm proud of that brother. That brother's happy. I don't have the mindset where, oh, I want it too. Why I ain't got it? Why I can't do this? Why I can't do that? You know what I mean? How can I take advantage of this person or this person? You know what I mean? I guarantee you, I can guarantee you, it's only because of the brotherhood that ISUPK has is the reason why we're going to be the last thing. You already see camps dividing and people breaking up and things being shifted because of the lack of brotherhood. That's going to continue to keep happening as time keeps going. And we're going to still remain the same. And with all these breakoffs and with all these different people who are trying to create their own narrative, ours is going to remain the same. We're going to continue to keep having the actual truth of what God ordained in these scriptures. We're going to continue to have that. You know what I'm saying? Because we have brotherhood. And I don't see myself betraying my brothers. I don't see myself disrespecting my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Right, you got something to that?
Nah, man. I mean, like you said, though, like what separates us from everybody else, and it's also going to be what wins us our salvation. You understand? From all this death and destruction that's going to happen to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like just like what you said, it's brotherhood, man. There is literally nothing more important than having brotherhood. You loving your brother, and brotherhood also does count. That is a how do you say, a double meaning word that also means sisterhood as well. You understand? It's not just me caring for not as you understand what I'm saying? It's also me caring for my the sisters too. You understand? And sisters also caring for sisters. You understand what I'm saying? It's through that is how we will gain salvation. The Most High gave us the blueprint. You understand? And you summarize this entire book right here into one word. It is brotherhood. You understand? The only way we can survive is with each other. You understand? Right. We are nothing without our brothers and sisters. You understand? That's why it is so important. That's why these classes are so important. You understand? Because our people are so destroyed that, I mean, how do they even talk about brotherhood in the Christian churches? Do they even talk about brotherhood in there? So, my point to that is, our people don't even know what brotherhood is in the first place, which is exactly why we have to have these classes. You understand? Tuesdays is brotherhood class. Wednesdays is the law, because our people don't know the law. You understand? And of course, we have a free range scripture breakdown on Thursday, and then we right back into a specific topic on Friday, being the Lashawan Kodash. You understand? Our holy tongue, because we don't even know our own language. You understand? The ISUPK and its brotherhood is detrimental to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American communities all throughout the world, because of the fact that the ISUPK gives us back our names, our culture, our language. You understand? And of course, above all, we get back our brotherhood. You understand? Which sets us up for the opportunity to watch everybody else be destroyed for our sake. You understand? And that's all I got on that.
Oh yeah. I ain't got no more precepts, so let me see. No, I'm pretty good on points. I mean, just in that time period when it came to Moses getting the Israelites, you know what I mean, out of Egypt, right after they started to, how can I say, vote that the calf should be built and they should call that God. You know what I'm saying? So following the in crowd is just something that is going to it's detrimental that you should be following what God wants. Don't follow what people want. Follow what God wants. You know what I'm saying? Right. You really ain't got no choice at this time period. I mean, it's either you following life or you following death. That's pretty much what it is. You know what I mean? We don't have the time to try to, you know what I mean, scoop all of this truth into your brain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the time is now, whether if you want to choose life or death. That's it. It's your choice. You're going to sit over here and continue to keep, oh yeah, but why would you say John the Baptist not in the truth? And if John the Baptist not in the truth, then why don't God love everybody? We ain't got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? If you think if what you see that we're teaching is the truth of the Bible, then just head towards the truth, regardless of how it makes you feel. Because we're not dealing with emotions over here. We're dealing with experience over here. We are enduring all of this. You know what I'm saying? Now, it doesn't mean that we're not here to help. Yeah, we want you to understand. Yeah, we want you to get the truth. But you sitting here stuck on things that are not helping our people. You know what I mean? Like I said, look at the cause and effect. Look at how ISUPK goes out to these corners and gets our brothers and sisters food and get them clothes on. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like give them the truth. Give them the truth. Like look at the cause and effect of that. Did you have something, Rock?
Oh no.
Oh, Salaki. I thought you were trying to say.
Oh no. Salaki.
But yeah, just it's cause and effect. Don't be like the Israelites who sat there and heard, oh yeah, we should probably make a golden calf and call that God, and just be so dumb to the point where it's like, okay, well yeah, let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, let's do it. Don't be that person. Don't be somebody that just follows the in crowd. You know what I mean? Follow what God wants. And in order to be able to follow what God wants, you got to know who God is. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be thinking that God loves everybody. You're going to be thinking that God doesn't hate. Just a whole bunch of things that the Bible's not talking about. Stop going off your own understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm good on that.
No, yeah, I'm squad.
All right, so shoot. Most High Christ, get him up in the hand. Shoot. That's it. Another week down. You know what I'm saying? Tuesday night brotherhood class. We had to get it in real quick. Water for y'all in the chat. Water for y'all watching. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe. Try your hardest to get the truth out there as much as possible, because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know whether the internet shut down, phones shut down, all communication goes out. You don't know what's going to happen. So just try to get that message out there now, because regardless of whatever anybody says, people are listening now. You know what I mean? It only takes so much abuse to the point where you start to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? So people are starting to listen. People are starting to hear what we're really talking about. You know what I'm saying? And as much as they don't want to, as much as their spirit are attached to that white devil, they're starting to, all right, well, you know what I mean? They're trying to decipher what is truth and what's not truth. So, you know what I mean? Lord willing, the Lord gives them mercy, you know what I mean? And gives them grace to the point where they be able to be wholeheartedly within the truth. If, you know what I mean? Just all I can say is if you watch it, don't take too long. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of time left. There's not a lot of time left. You know what I mean? By the signs, that's why I say that. I'm not saying like I know the exact day of when our king is coming. But what I'm saying is from the signs that we see, he can be here at any moment. That's all I'm saying. But with that, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna say Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barak Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shamal and Thumb Bashim Yahushai to the sisters, the water for Las Vegas, ISUPK, the water for SoCal, ISUPK, water for Commander Jenny Yohana. You know what I'm saying? We up out of here.